Hey, so today I'd like to talk about trust and the difference between trusting oneself and trusting others, and the fact that they are pretty much one and the same. But we could do it, we could differentiate them a little bit, right? Because there are in fact times when, you know what, that person can't be trusted. But you have to differentiate when you can't trust someone due to your own internal fears, and when it's actually because they're not worthy of being trusted. So here's how you know how to channel like kind of a more clear sense of trust, okay? It's all about being tapped into your intuition and trusting yourself first. So if you don't trust your own ability to know how to read something, a situation, a person, then very likely you will not trust that situation or person. It's simply a matter of reconnecting back to your true essence, to your inner power and your inner strength. And I've done this many times in my life where I just simply don't trust someone. However, okay, there is a difference between not trusting someone and for a good reason, right? And not trusting someone because of unresolved insecurities within yourself. So I'm going to try my best to help differentiate those things. But if you have a deep sense of insecurity, a deep sense of insecurity within yourself, a deep sense of just indecision, like always needing someone else to help you make a decision, you're definitely not going to trust situations or people very easily. And you won't, and then the root is not trusting yourself. When someone shows you, though, a reason to not trust, and you feel it deep in your core, your knowing of not trusting this person is coming from a different place, because you're listening to something deeper. You're listening to a part of you that just knows their intentions. There's mosquitoes everywhere, sorry. Their intentions are not clear. Their intentions are not pure, okay? So the intuition comes in and you trust it to know that you can't trust that. But when you come from a place of fear, immediately, like just, oh, I don't trust that person. I don't trust this thing. I don't know if I can, go through with this or that, and it's not coming from a kind of an intuitive place inside you, then you need to question where that lack of trust is really coming from. So first you got to build that inner trust within yourself, within your beingness, and like the trust in your knowing of situations and people, the trust in knowing the right path to take, knowing who to have in your life. And then you'll know why you're choosing this or that. You'll know if it's coming from a place of knowing, or you'll know if it's coming from a place of not knowing yourself. It's really about knowing yourself. And trusting the first instinct, the first feeling you get, okay? I can't emphasize this enough. A lot of people ignore their knowingness, the intuition, the guide inside. Lots of people ignore this. they find out later. And over time, you kind of build that ability to know when to trust, who to trust, and what to trust, okay? But if you don't build that inside you, you will live in fear. Simple as that. You will live in fear. You may push people away that you don't necessarily need to push away, but you're pushing them away for a reason. There's a lesson there. It's okay. It's all good. Maybe they were trustworthy, but there was a part of you that didn't know how to heal your wounds, that you know, in childhood, you were abandoned, or you were hurt in some way, and you carried that belief system that you cannot trust people because they're gonna hurt you. And so this is what I mean by reconnecting to yourself, by recentering, by coming back into your truth, because that is how you start to discern the real trust, where, you know, when you trust your own inner strength and ability to know what's real and what's not, and you release these old beliefs. And I'm not saying it's a simple process, but first recognizing if you have an abandonment issue, if you have some sort of belief that you will be hurt ultimately and everyone's out to get you, yeah, no kidding, you're not going to trust people. But there's always a reason. This is the other thing. If you're not trusting, there's always a reason. Whether or not it's because you truly shouldn't trust or because you have an insecurity that you haven't resolved, it's okay. So it's also being at peace with wherever you're at. That's really important too. Don't be hard on yourself. Just trust that you will eventually be able to discern more and more and know more and more how to heal and how to come into a place of knowing who to let into your life. It's all about you first. So that's all I want to say. It's just a simple, not that simple, but just a short video to help open up maybe that inner dialogue with yourself. Do I trust myself? Do I have any beliefs that people can't be trusted? Do I have any old beliefs that I'll be abandoned or that I'm not loved? Heal those first, and then see who appears in your life. Most likely, they will be people who treat you the way you treat yourself. So just see where you're at with that, and that's all I want to say, okay? Thanks for listening. Have a great day. See you soon.